introduction. Thank you so much. And thank you so much everyone for coming, for showing support. I've got some die-hard fans here in the first row, no pressure. So thank you so much, and Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy 2020. So thank you so much for coming. So there's gonna be nothing serious today, no rules, because we don't play by the rules. So let's stand up one more time, and let's shake it a little bit. Let's just shake it to start off. No, we're not gonna break down. Thank you so much. Let's sit down now. Today, I'm actually running my first workshop here. But don't worry, I've spoken before. I have started speaking at the StandOut Speakers Academy in July last year. So I was speaking as an assistant trainer, which is a 30-minute slot. And now I'm stepping up as a lead trainer here, so I'll be leading the whole workshop. So just wanted to let you know, just in case, because I'm a little bit nervous, but excited. And so if my voice gets a little bit funny or something, my mouth gets dry, which probably will, so just so you know what's happening. So, who loves movies?
Yes.
Everyone. Cool. Can you tell me which is your favorite? Do you have any paper here? Which is your favorite film ever? Oh my god, you want me to write it down?
Yeah, it's all
Okay. Like this?
Yeah. Another one? 12 years as a slave. 12 years as a slave.
Okay. Do we have any shorter?
Avatar.
The Matrix. 12 years
As a slave.
as a slave. Avatar. Which was it? Matrix?
Greece.
Cool and Luke.
Here.
What was it, Ellie?
Greece.
What was it?
Greece.
Oh, Greece. Yes.
E.T.
How do you spell it? Like this?
Oh, the Goonies.
Back to the Future. E.T.
Okay.
Yeah, here's a short one in T. Oh, yeah. Because you're short.
Okay, so there's quite a few films. So, would you be surprised? I'm sure you wouldn't if I told you that all the films, no matter what genre it is, whether it's a comedy, whether it's a romantic film, whether it's a drama, a thriller, action film, they all follow the same structure. And the structure is called the hero's journey, which was discovered by Joseph Campbell. And I'm going to speak about it in just a second. So, when I say the word hero, what do you imagine? Like, what is your description of a hero? Would you just take 2 minutes and write this description down? Just, how do you see this hero? Like, what skills does this hero have? Like, what is the hero's mission? Like, what do they really want to achieve? anyone wants to share? Simon?
Justice.
Justice? Okay, just one word.
Oh, I'm doing one word today. I thought it was just one word, what they wanted.
That's fine.
Didn't know someone.
Someone that puts their life on the line to save others.
Okay, very nice.
Persuade fairness.
Nice.
Boy saves girl. Or a girl saves boy, but usually it's boy saves girl.
Lives by a set of values or standards to live by.
Okay, what are the values?
Integrity. Stand up for the small. Being strong. It's just whatever their personal values are as a hero.
Nice, nice. And then?
Beat the baddie.
Be the baddie.
Harry.
Okay.
Save the world.
Doesn't give up.
Doesn't give up.
He's powerful. Yes, she or he.
Oh, we've got more, yeah?
One just came to my head. Bringing peace to the world.
Okay, nice. Nice. So we all have Ellie, okay.
They're normally a really amazing fighter or like they're always like kind of strong. But often the hero's strong in some way, good at fighting, defending.
Nice. So yes.
And the hero's given a mission that he's got to fulfill.
Brenda?
That I saw on Facebook today with a little 8-year-old boy. He carried his disabled brother all the way through a triathlon. He was the hero. It was beautiful.
Yes. Yes, very good, very good. So, you all, every single person here has got a different description for the hero, right? There is no right or wrong. And I'm just gonna leave it here and I'm gonna reveal more throughout the presentation. So, since it's a workshop about storytelling, I would love to share a story with you guys. It's a story of how I went from being so scared of public speaking, and I'm talking about I would rather die than speak in front of people. I was like sweating and like red in face, heart beating, to now actually speaking on stages, running my workshop. So and actually I found speaking is a passion now. Would you love to hear this story?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool. So my name is Vladka Kadlec, I'm the Rocking Gal, which is my personal brand, and I'm a dancer, I'm a digital marketer, and I'm a speaker. So I would love to take you back to about 3 years ago when actually it's I think 4 years ago now, when I made a decision to learn about this cool internet marketing stuff, and I made a promise to myself that I'm going to figure out how to sell digital products online. And the best way to do if you want to learn a new skill is to start going to different workshops, right? Attending events. So I started going to a lot of workshops. So for example, I was in Bali, I was at Funnel Hacking Live, I was at John Pemberton's event when I met these two guys here, and I realized that at these workshops, the speaker would encourage or would ask the attendees to come in front and share basically a little bit about themselves or a little bit about their business. And I always wanted to share, but I was so nervous, you know, which is a bit strange because I'm quite good with videos. So before I was shooting videos and I was very confident with that, I had no issue. But if I had to speak in front of people, I just no, it's like no way I would do that. And I remember one particular workshop that was this one, Webinar Conversion Academy, and I think Ellen, you were there as well. And so John was the mentor, who was the host of the workshop. In the beginning, he asked people to come and speak. There was a microphone, and I was a VIP guest. I was sitting right in the front row, you know, and then everyone just started queuing up, right? It was like literally half of the room, it was like about 50 people, and half of the room literally started, you know, to queuing up, and it turned into like a bit of a show, you know, who is the best, you know. And I was like sitting there in the front row, sweating it, you know. I was like, come on, rocking girl, just stand up and do something. And I was like, no. Rocking girl didn't say a single word. So I came home and I was very disappointed in myself. And I was thinking, okay, you have to do something about it. This is like, you're gonna be going to these workshops. How are you going to like build authority, build trust with people if you're not even able to stand and speak in front of people? So I said, okay, I'm going to do something about it, but I didn't. The fear kicked in again. However, 2 weeks from that, from the event, I received magically an invite to the StandOut Speakers Academy. I'm looking at it. StandOut Speakers Academy. Who is this guy, Luke Scott? Who is he? By the way, this is Luke Scott. This is the founder of the StandOut Speakers Academy. Say hello to Luke, please. And so I was like, so going, interested, not sure, ignore. What should I do? What should I do? Okay, I'm gonna go, but I'm just gonna go, check them out, and I will never ever go back. That was the intention. Okay, I can do that. So, 14th of August 2018, that's the one. This is the one, I found it. Facebook knows everything there, you know. I can tell you that. So, I came. And with the intention that I was never going to come back, I joined the academy literally that day. So I came there and this guy started talking about energy and everything is energy and energy is everything. I was like, what the heck does this have to do with public speaking? So, as you can see, I signed up. And I actually joined a very, very amazing community. I actually found a lot of friends, genuine friends here who have been so supportive. Honestly, it's been an amazing journey. So, again, about 2 weeks from the first StandOut Speakers event, I was talking with my business mentor at the time, and he was like, Vladka, I'm running this, I've got this Facebook marketing event coming up in about a month's time, and I'll be asking my students to come and speak on stage. And I would love you to come and share your results and what you have achieved. And I was like, all right, how many people's gonna be there? 100? About 100? And he was like, honestly, you have been such a great student, and it would be my honor if you came and spoke. And I was like, it's my honor to shit my pants there, yeah. So, with Luke's help and the academy's help, I was able to deliver a 15-minute talk in front of roughly about, it was just under 100 people there. Was it Shubham?
Yeah.
You were, Adam, were you there for?
I wasn't for that one. The one where you didn't get up, I was there for that.
Yeah.
But now I see you.
So, this was my first ever talk in front of live audience. It was 15 minutes, you know, it might seem like 15 minutes nothing, but believe me, 15 minutes is a long, long time, especially if it's the first time. I mean, it wasn't the best presentation, yeah, but I didn't die either, yeah.
It was well received. It was very well received.
Yeah, thank you, yes. So, anyway, because of that, I actually kind of enjoyed it, and I carried on with the speaking. So, 6 months after that talk, my mentor asked me again, so you did a great job, so I would love you to speak again. And to be honest, because I was quite busy with all the marketing stuff, I didn't practice speaking a lot. And if you want to become a speaker, you have to speak, right? So I got a little bit nervous, and especially because it was the second time. So even though like you might be thinking, oh, she's done it already, so she, you know, she would be cool with that. So, but that was a bigger pressure for me because I've already done it. So I was like, okay, so now he's expecting. Okay, so he gave me about 25 minutes. Okay, so I was upgraded to a longer slot, and I remember I arrived at the hotel, and it was a 2-day event, and I was speaking on the second day. And at the end of the first day, I was like really nervous. I was like, I was thinking, oh my God, this person is putting so much trust into me. I don't want to disappoint him, you know, like. I don't know why, but I was like so nervous, and I didn't want to do it. I was like thinking in my head, oh my God, I'm just gonna run away. And because we have a Facebook group and with the academy where actually you can go and practice your talks. So what I did, I went live in that group and I started practicing my speech, and people like started joining in, and then they started leaving very encouraging comments. So I was like, okay, great. So that gave me a little bit of comfort. So the next day, so I went on that stage, and that was a very, very important point in my life. Because I realized as I was standing on that stage that I was quite selfish, because we think about ourselves like, okay, am I gonna deliver a good presentation? But it's more about like, oh, am I gonna mess up, so I'm gonna look stupid, right? And so we don't really think about the other people. So that's what really hit me. So when I'm standing on that stage, and then I saw the faces in the audience, and they were looking at me like I'm nothing special, you know, like you don't think, but they were looking at me, and they were where I was 2 or 3 years ago, and then it finally hit me, and I'm thinking, I'm part of the ripple effect, you know. It's not just people inspiring me, I'm standing here, and I'm now inspiring other people. And that point it really hit me. I said, you have to put your shit together, you know, like you can't go on like that anymore. So that point, literally, I decided that my purpose is so much deeper than just internet marketing or selling products online. My purpose is to serve people, to inspire them, to create that ripple effect, to create that impact in other people's lives. And it takes a lot. So I had to basically step into a much greater role from that point. So I became after that event, Luke asked me to speak as an assistant trainer. So I got the 30-minute slot here at the StandOut Speakers Academy, and I started speaking from July here. And we actually had a Christmas party, a ceremony. This is not the one, I don't know who brought it. We had a ceremony just before Christmas, and I got an award for the most improved speaker, which I'm very honestly. And now I'm running my first workshop here at the StandOut. And I was actually thinking about it. It's so amazing, like it's not that long ago when I received that Facebook invite, you know, and you go to check out an event that you don't know anything about, and then like 1 year or how many months, 18 months down the line, you are the person who is running the workshop. It's just like, how did it even happen? Like what happened in the, you know what I mean? It's just like crazy. So I truly appreciate every single one of you who came today, because you could have been doing whatever, you could have been doing anything else, and you decided to come here and share this moment with me and with us. So please give yourself a round of applause. Thank you very much. we're gonna get into the hero's journey. So can I ask the team, please, if you can hand out the hero journey template or structure? Actually, one second. I've got one for myself and I don't know where I put it. I've got it in my notes. Okay. By the way, is anyone familiar with the hero's journey? Yeah, great.
Familiar.
Okay, so the hero's journey, it's a framework or like a template. It's a framework, I would say, that was discovered by Joseph Campbell, who was the American professor of literature, and he was studying mythology, and he basically discovered that all the stories, no matter how old they were, where they originated, or whether they were biblical stories, or any sort of whatever religion or time, they all followed the same structure. And the first time he revealed this structure was in his most well-known book, The Hero with 1,000 Faces. It's a book, big book. I actually got it. I wanted to read it, didn't read it because it's written in a very, very difficult English that I don't understand. So I'm gonna go through the framework with you so you understand basically how Hollywood and any films, any books, any stories, anything basically is based on the same structure. So, the hero of the story starts in the ordinary world, which is the known world, and this is where the journey starts. It starts and finishes in the known world, in the ordinary world, and the hero is a lesser version of himself at the point. He's probably living a life that doesn't want to live. He's probably living according to someone else's expectations, but deep down the hero feels like there is much more to life, right? And all of a sudden the hero receives a call to adventure, and this call to adventure can be something like a new opportunity, or it can be a crisis. Something suddenly happens, an accident or illness, or it's going to be like a wake-up call. And it's up to the hero whether the hero is going to accept this call. And believe me or not, a majority of people in this world, they never go past the point, past the call to adventure. Even the hero refuses the call in the beginning because that's very, very natural. Yeah, the fear kicks in. So the hero refuses the call. However, then the supernatural aid happens. So the hero, all of a sudden, out of the blue, receives some sort of guidance or advice or a tool or a weapon. And because of that, the hero changes his mind and commits to follow the call and accept the call to adventure. So the hero crosses the threshold into the unknown world. The threshold is also, by the way, if you would like to, you can take notes if you want, or so that's why I left some space there if you wanted to take notes. So the hero, the threshold is the point of no return. So the hero comes into the unknown world, and obviously the hero doesn't know anything about the unknown world. However, there's a lot less people in this unknown world who are on the same journey as the hero. So he meets new friends, which is great for the hero because the hero is not alone. However, because he doesn't know anything about the unknown world, he starts facing challenges, roadblocks, and has to adapt to the unknown world. And here, the rod of trials basically prepares the hero for the lowest point of his journey, which is the cave. And like in the films, the cave is symbolism, like when the hero has to go in the cave to kill the dragon so the hero can get the treasure. So in today's world, it means that the hero has to face the inner demons, for example, and has to face, it's like it hits a rock bottom and wants to give up. But, and again, a lot of people at that point, at the lowest point, they give up and then they just go back. But our hero doesn't give up. He pushes through, he kills the dragon in the cave and receives a reward. And the reward is a skill or a knowledge at that point. And because the hero pushed through the lowest point here, so he's no longer adapting to the unknown world because he's got the knowledge now. So the hero starts becoming in charge now. So the hero continues in his journey, and before he can go back and return to the known world, he has to conquer the villain. Because if the hero doesn't conquer the villain would come back and haunt him in the known world. So if the hero has got some inner trauma, or it can be an illness or anything, the hero has to conquer it before he steps goes back into the known world. And then he returns back with the elixir, which is the knowledge, which is the skills that the hero acquired during his journey, during his adventure, and becomes the master of the two worlds. And shares the knowledge with the society and helps and serves the people. Does it make sense? Yeah? So now, what I'm gonna do, I told you a story right just now, and I followed the exact structure when I told you the story. So I just want to show you how this works, basically when you're preparing your own stories for whatever reasons. So I started here in the ordinary world. So I started with the fact that I was going to different workshops, and I was quite alright and confident getting busy in telemarketing stuff. But I had a call to adventure that I realized in one of the events that I had a massive fear of public speaking. And I knew I had to do something about it. But I refused the call, and I didn't do anything. And then I received the supernatural aid, which was the Facebook invite. And based on the Facebook invite, I have accepted the call. I'm not making these things up, you know, this really happened. And based on the Facebook invite, I made the commitment and I crossed the threshold into the unknown world. I joined the academy, I met new friends at the academy. I had to speak at the event, which was the first challenge, the first trial I had to face in the unknown world, and that was the point when I didn't know anything about that world. That prepared me for the second talk, which was the talk when I feel more than the first talk. I overcame this point and I got the reward. The reward was my realization that my purpose is much bigger than it was before. And if I didn't go this way, I would have never got the reward and the transformation. So then I started speaking at the StandOut Speakers Academy. And now I'm running the workshops here. So now I'm returning the deep elixir, and I'm going to become the master of the two worlds, hopefully very soon. So this hero's journey, it's a journey of every single person here. This is the journey that all the heroes have walked before us. And anything we want to achieve in life, we have to, I mean, we don't have to, but if you really want to achieve it, and if you want to grow as a person, that you're going to follow this path. And the sooner you realize it, the sooner you accept it within yourself that this is what you have to do, the sooner you're going to get that result for yourself. And not just for yourself, but for your clients as well. So, the hero that you wrote, the description of the hero that you wrote on the piece of paper, is a description of how you see yourself.
Save the world. And love. It's a save the world and love.
Room full of heroes.
Big mission.
Okay, so the hero's journey actually this is not just a framework. The hero's journey is a journey about self-discovery, living a fully realized life. It's about following your bliss, as Joseph Campbell says. It's about living your purpose. It's about following your destiny. That's the hero's journey, and that's why we love films so much. That's why we love to read books. That's because we resonate with the heroes in the films and we want to become the heroes. Okay, so why stories are so powerful? We've already kind of touched on that, and Sonia, she did a great introduction of that, so I'm sure I don't have to expand on that so much. But when I was sharing my story, was it entertaining? Yeah? Did I crack some jokes? Yeah. Was it? Did you learn anything? Maybe was it inspiring? Yeah. When you said, oh, if she can do it with this funny European accent, I can do it as well. Yeah. Okay. So stories they entertain, educate, inspire, they create a stronger connection between audiences and storytellers. So as you said, the hero has got flaws, and this is so important. I have to share the fears that I've got, even though some people like it's scary to face these fears, and then scary to even admit it and say it openly to someone that this is what was happening. But because you share these things with other people, that's how you create that connection. It's not about the achievements that you make. People don't care about your achievements. What they care is how they can relate to you, and how they can see, oh, this person is facing the same problems. Okay, so the stories give your audience the emotional experience of success. That's why they are so powerful. Okay, so how can you become a great storyteller? By any chance, does anyone want to become, or does anyone want to write a book or anything like that? Yeah. Awesome. Is anyone an internet marketer here? No, digital marketer? Anyone does anything online? Is anyone a speaker? Do you, is anyone, I don't know, you go out and share stories with your friends? Okay, so how do you become a kick-ass storyteller? So your goal as a storyteller is to create a movie in the mind of your audience. So how are you going to do it? So you remember, there's three foundational pieces or three foundational elements in every story. It's the hero, who is the character of the story. Then the character has got a desire. The hero has got a desire. The hero wants to achieve something. And then there's conflict, the plot, which creates the emotion. And as I just explained, it is not the desire that's most important. It is the conflict. The conflict creates the emotion. So the story describes the hero's journey to achieving his desire. Pretty simple, right? However, the hero is not on one journey. The hero is on two journeys. And this is how you're going to make the difference when you're telling a story. It's the journey of achievement. That's what is like visible. That's the main goal of the story. However, the hero is on a second journey, which is the most important journey, and that's the journey of transformation. That's because what people want. People want the transformation, right? Is this making sense to everyone?
Yeah. Correct.
Okay, how are we doing with time? 26 minutes, you go loads. Okay, so now, so I've explained the hero's journey, that's quite clear, yeah. So what we're going to do now is, does anyone want to, do you have any product or service that you want to sell? Or do you have a message that you want to share with the world?
Yes.
Yes. Do you want to create an impact?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So the best tool to do this is by sharing stories. So I'm going to teach you now how to craft a compelling story, basically. And as I said, with this story you can either sell your products or services, or share your message, or inspire someone, or make an impact. Can I ask the team, please, again, if we can get the, yeah, if we can get the other. Other structure, which is much easier, don't worry. This is so much, even though there's more text, don't freak out. This is this is much easier. And this is pure gold. I can tell you that. This is pure gold.
We've seen that.
Oh, actually, I need a copy as well. Can I get a copy? Are there more copies? Is there? No, I don't want. Completely forgot about that.
You've got to memorise it.
So, first step. Okay, does anyone want to share about their product or service that they're selling, or about their message?
Quite funny actually, because I'm creating a life coaching business, and the whole name is around hero.
There you go. What a coincidence.
I know.
Supernatural aid.
That-
Here we go.
That picture there, I've been studying for the last week.
Yeah.
So yeah, very yeah. So that is my it's helping men, and it connecting with their inner hero. So that's my service.
Oh, nice. Nice.
I just got a recent breakthrough because recently I've done something on around the journey 100 years of British Airways. Recently I've been followed by Sky News and London Evening Standard during the last couple of days.
Very nice.
Awesome.
Anand?
So, like, I started my entrepreneurial journey 3 years ago,
Yes.
similar, and there's been a number of business ideas as such, kind of thing. But as it comes more and more, you find more in clarity, like what you really want to do and deliver. So it's got to a point now where yes, I followed along digital marketing path, but now I do want to be a service, basically being like a middleman between coaches and potential clients out there, and be able to connect the two together, so
Okay.
that it's easy for coaches, they can focus on coaching, and people out there who are not aware of the world of coaching can actually realise there's support for them to help them with anything.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, they didn't even know such thing existed. It's like a broker or.
It literally is a broker in this world of coaching. Yeah.
Nice. Simon.
So my one, because I've come up with a product the last 2 years, was helping performers in the performing arts, because you're a dancer yourself, aren't you? So I'm an actor, and it's basically for our whole experience of performing arts to help them create their own things so they can reach their own creative potential in life. Because I always feel I was always surrounded by a lot of performers who are always struggling all the time. Well, I wanted to give them the power and stuff. Here's the stuff you can create out there, because there's so much out there that's possible, and you can create it yourself and reach that potential, and along the way and stuff, you can make anything come out of it. I've seen that. I'm surrounded by so many people now that do that sort of thing. So I'm creating workshops, online contents. Take half of it and run it, but it's all about getting it out there more and stuff. My struggles have always been like getting the website ready, it's half done, and online content really.
create online content and workshops. So,
Yeah.
because these are two different things, so if you wanted to sell them, you would have to create a different story. So that would be a different story for online content and a different story for a workshop. And I'm going to explain a little bit more on that. Luke, did you want to share as well?
Yeah. Sure.
Sorry, I don't mean to put you on spot. I don't saw you raised your hand
Selfie
before.
made on that.
When I make videos, I get so focused because I want this to be beautiful for Vladka. Yeah.
So this is me. I have had a big breakthrough over the new year and over Christmas, which has actually completely changed the direction of my life. And the thing I've learned is that public speaking is a tiny part of what I'm here to share with people. Like the ripple effect of empowering you to be here and speak when I know what you were like the first session we had together, it's crazy. Because now you're inspiring all these amazing people. They're going to go out and inspire thousands, millions. It's insane. But what I actually believe I'm here to do is two things. Firstly, get people really connected with who they are. Because a lot of people, when they're public speaking, they're not really speaking their truth.
True.
So first you have to get you to figure out what is your truth, and that's the title of my book called Find Your Truth. But then the second thing is to teach people how to express themselves. And public speaking is a little part of that, but it's also about making videos. It might also be about dancing or singing. So I'm playing guitar and I'm writing songs. And I want to teach everybody that we're all unique and we all have something special, and that's not just some bullshit thing that is on a birthday card that you get. Right? And when you can do breakdancing on stage or whatever your thing is, I make Vladka dance sometimes. She doesn't like it. Put her under pressure. When you do you, when you show the fullness of who you are, people will be attracted to that. But if you only show them a little bit of who you are, you're only going to attract a few people. So you have to shine bright. So that's my new transformation: connection, self-expression.
Nice. Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna go through the steps. So we've got 3 steps here to craft a compelling story. So first, before we even think about what story we're gonna tell, you have to do a little bit of homework before, and this is what's going to set you apart from the rest, right? So first you have to start with your offer. So that's why I ask everyone, what is your offer? What is your product or service? What is your thing? What is that thing that is going to solve someone else's problem, right? What is that thing how are you going to serve people? And Simon said he's got a couple of things. You've got online courses and workshops, right? So if you want to tell a story to promote your online course, that online course delivers a certain outcome for people, right? And a workshop will deliver a different outcome for your audience. So that's why you have to have 2 different stories, because one story wouldn't cover the 2 different desired outcomes. Doesn't make sense. So for example, if you wanted to promote a workshop, you would tell a story because you want people to come to the workshop, right? And you would get a certain breakthrough at the workshop. So that's why you tell a story how you started going to workshops and you got your breakthrough. And that's why you decided to create your own workshops, because you want people to get the same breakthrough. If you want to sell an online course, again, the online course is different. There is no interaction, there is no community, but the online course, for example, can be the whole course on to learn a whole new skill, right? During the workshop, you won't be able to learn the whole shebang, right? So that's why there's an online course. So the online course would give you a different outcome. So that's why you would tell a different story promoting your online course. Is this making sense? Yes. So that's why I said what does the product or service solve? Because we are solving the problem of the audience. So then the second step is who is this product for? Who is the audience? And in order to really connect with these people throughout the story, you really have to know what their pain points are and what they want to achieve. And by knowing these things, that's how you will be able to connect with them. They will be able to resonate with you, relate to you, and they will come to your workshops or they will buy your online courses. So, is this making sense, right?
Correct.
After the break, we're actually gonna do a little exercise, and we're gonna script our story. Don't worry, it's not difficult, and we're gonna have some time to practice it. And then, as Sonia mentioned, we've got the mystery box. So then, 3 of you will have a chance. Some supernatural aid is gonna happen, and 3 of you people will have, you know, the pleasure and the honor to share your story here. Does this sound cool?
Yeah.
Yeah? So don't overthink this, yeah? So don't sweat it. Don't worry, it's very easy. So, audience, so what you have to do, you just follow these steps. You all have the copies, right? So it starts on the 2nd page. So I've broken it down into 7 points. So now we're going from 12 into 7. So, so it's very, very easy. So you start with the introduction. So, and here it depends whether if you're talking to someone one-on-one, if you are shooting a video, or if you are speaking to a live audience. So the introduction is going to be a bit different depending on these events, right? That's making sense, right? So this structure you can use for anything, literally videos, for live events, for presentations, for webinars, for anything. So you start with an introduction where you want to hook people in some way, right? And you hook them when you call them out, or you ask a question, and the question has to speak specifically to them. And the way how you're going to speak specifically to them is when you speak to their pain points, right? So you say something along the lines. If you want to start a video, you say, if you're in a spot right now when you're struggling to get clients for your business, and it's been, you know, you've tried everything, and it's, you know, it feels so overwhelming, and you just don't know what to do, and where your next client is gonna come from. Something like that, yeah? Is this making sense? You're just all nodding. Or you can just simply start. You can introduce yourself. My name is Vladka, I'm a working girl, and I would love to share a story with you. A story of how I went from working in a dead-end job, feeling trapped, you know, with no freedom to live, to now, you know, having my own business online and traveling around the world, speaking on stages. Yeah, is this making sense? So that's, again, you hook them with the story that you go, how I went from pain point to desired outcome. So the next point, you start sharing your story. After you introduce yourself, you hook them, you start sharing your story. So that's why I went through the hero structure. So you start sharing your story, you start sharing the before, and you describe how you felt before, how your life looked like before, and what exactly happened, the crisis that you had, you know, that the wake-up call, and then what happened afterwards, like what happened exactly that made a decision to step into the unknown world, to commit to the change, right? And then you basically start sharing the challenges that you are facing, and you come to the crash, which is the lowest point, of the journey. And this point is so important. You have to really take time and describe this point in such a detail. You have to make sure you are painting a picture in people's head, right? Because that crash, this point, is going to basically determine whether people are going to join your workshop or they're going to buy your product or service, right? That's because, as I said before, it's not about the achievement, it's about the struggles that you had to face. And if you are able to share this with your audience, so that's how they're gonna connect with you, because they don't care how much money you make or, you know, how many millions you have made, but they want to know oh, this person actually went through what I'm going through right now, right? So that's why I have to describe the crash in such a detail. And after you overcome the crash, you're gonna transition into small wins. And this is very important. You have to just start sharing, and then, you know, I tried this one last time, and then, you know, that all of a sudden I just realized, you know, that, and then you just share a small win or something small. You can't go into like, I was literally bankrupt, you know, about to give up on everything, and then next day I made $1 million. You know,
it doesn't add up.
It just can't. It just doesn't work. So even like, even like having a realization that you put pieces together or something, some little teeny tiny. So you go into the small result, and then from the small result, and then from the small result you can go into a bigger result, right? Because then it's gonna make sense. Okay, so there's like a journey. There's like, it's gonna get better, right? And after you share the experience, you just share what life looks like now. Yeah, life looks like now. How your life has changed, how you're feeling. Again, sharing the external achievements as well as the internal achievements. And then the last thing is how you finish off. You give them a call to action, which is actually the call to adventure, basically. And you give them whatever your call to action is, whether you want them to come to a workshop or you want them to go and check out your course. So that's the whole structure. Yes?
Is it a really good time to ask a question?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, so like, let's say if I want to promote my workshop that is about, making people healthy.
Yeah.
And then, the problem I found so far is that if I even come up with a story and then every time I say it on a video, then I'll go, it's getting a bit boring. Do you have to do the same, like, what's the story there?
This is the issue, or this is the mistake a lot of people are making. They share a story that 90% of the time has nothing to do with the product that they want to sell. They just share some random story that they grew up somewhere in the suburbs of London, that they went to a boarding school, they broke their ankle, whatever, and they just share a story, right? It is a story, but
it's not relevant.
It's not relevant, and that's why you have to do the exercise, that you know what you're selling, you know who is it for, what these people are struggling with, and based on that, you share a story.
Okay, and if that story is a good one that fits, then if every day I make a video, because I'm saying, guys, come and buy my product, every day I do the same thing, do I say the same story? Because it's, even though it's really poignant story, but I kind of get bored when I say it again, I'm going, man, it's like canned.
If you find a good story that works, so then you're gonna use it as Facebook ad, and you're just gonna run it as an advertisement.
Stays like that. Right. Okay, brilliant, thank you.
Is it making sense?
You do keep it the same if it's successful, you're trying to say that.
Yeah, if you've got, like, you can ask even Shubhan here, he's got an amazing story that he's using to promote his yoga workshops. So if you find, I've got two actually, and both of them are about 7 minutes long. You would think 7 minutes, who's gonna watch it? They watch it. and that's what you're gonna use to attract people to online, wherever, to come to our workshops who've never heard about you before.
I've actually got one more question that really is burning. But let's say I'm saying to people, hey, if you do my workshop, you'll increase your abundance. And one day I was really poor, I was in the cave, and then I figured it out, and now I'm better. And now when I get to the return with the elixir or something, this is that, now look at my life, I'm so abundant now. But it's like, how abundant do you have to be to say that? Or am I making money already? Or like, because it feels like to me, hey, if you do my course, you become better at everything, and you even make more money. And this is like, then I'm going, well, I haven't really made that much money out of it. I feel more abundant, but like, how do I make that honourable?
But aren't you supposed to make the abundance in your mind first before you actually
I already have
live
that.
it? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I've got
but
that.
you talk about it from that
But
perspective.
it's not about money. You see, people
Yeah.
don't care about money. They don't care about how much money you have made. They
Okay.
care about what you can do for them.
Right.
What sort of transformation you can give them when they come to your workshop.
Right. So it could be that, hey guys, I left my job, I'm still not making much money being
Don't-
like this. But you're coming to me and you'll be covering.
Say these things at all.
You're making it
Plus,
about the money.
again, I don't. This might sound harsh.
Aha.
People don't care
No, that's
about.
good, that's good.
People don't care whether you're in a job or not.
Okay.
What they care is what you can do for them.
Right, right,
So,
right.
so you don't have to be telling these things at all.
Uh-huh.
I think it's just in your mind that you think you have to say that. All you have to do is knowing what these people are struggling with
Right.
and what they want to achieve.
Uh-huh, I see, oh good. There's a hope for me then, thanks.
Unless you're selling how to make money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly.
Thank you.
Okay,
Quite a few people do.
I live another day.
So we're gonna have a little break, and after the break we're gonna do the scripting exercise. But before we have the break, I would love to give you a call to adventure. If you would love to hear and know what it is. So you all heard my story about me being so scared of public speaking, and now I'm standing here, and this is a true story, as you can see, and I can tell you all about, you know, the workshops that we have here. That we every Tuesday we run a workshop here from 7 till 10. So we've got 2 locations. We've got here at the Ravensbourne University, 1 in Chiswick. We've got two events on Saturdays. We run full day events. So we've got 2 Saturdays now a month. So one is a masterclass and one is a mastermind specifically for members. And I can tell you all about the online courses we've got, and got all the tools that you need to become a public speaker, to become great on videos, to get confidence, to be connected, to find your purpose, to get booked for speaking gigs. But what is so important, and especially what was important for me, was that we've got a community, an amazing community. And I've been able to find some amazing, genuine friends here who have supported me on this journey. And that's something that just money can buy. And so I would love to invite you, so if you're interested and you would love to join us on this adventure, then the team is going to hand out forms, and the membership for the academy is only £49. So if you would love to join us, then please speak to the team at the back during the break or later on during the workshop, and we would love to have you here next Tuesday. Thank you so much. So we've got a break, a 10 minutes break, and we will be back at, I don't know what the time is, so